Oh, hello. It's been 2 weeks since the last video. We're on week 4. That means halfway through EF's initial forming phase before we get kicked out.
What a time to be alive.
It's been a crazy time. We want to give you an update of the last 2 weeks, and it's been pretty crazy.
Yes.
What have you learned?
I mean, one of the things that we've learned is that we don't necessarily want to make it easier for founders to reach VCs. There's a reason why VCs are hard to reach, and that's so that founders can prove their wherewithal, their hustle. And, you know, we've also learned realistically that when we're speaking about kind of unfairness in Africa, that there is no margin for error for founders to even have one wrong slip up in their presentations. Investors are looking for a reason to not invest. They're looking for a reason to reserve their capital for someone else. And so there is just absolutely no space for anything to go wrong.
It's completely true. And, you know, we've kind of been pretty hectic trying to speak to as many people as possible. The last video, by the way, was fantastic. Thank you for liking and sharing and for tagging people. That video's had 20,000 views. And it got us easily the majority of the calls.
Yeah, so such great conversations. Keep that going.
We've had about 50 or maybe even creeping into 60 now interviews across VCs and founders. And this is where we're learning a lot of these stories and a lot of this insight. And I have to say, it's incredibly hopeful. Like the quality of these companies is incredible. And there's a big miss here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've also been engaging in VC roundtables. We've been attending events to really understand what is happening on the ground in each of these markets. And we've seen amazingly inspiring things, but also we've seen how, you know, the funding story is just miserable. And I think it's been motivating us to do even better.
Yeah. So we're at this point now where we've had a good number of conversations. We can't stop ourselves. We're already building a platform, and we're starting our early adopters platform. So we've connected with a few people that we've been introduced to, had conversations with, which need help fundraising now, and we are working with them actively. If there's other people that you know, please introduce us. This isn't any kind of closed form. We just want to make sure that we're working with people that really need us.
Yeah, so we've had the luxury of speaking to amazingly inspiring founders, and just those people that we know we can really have a positive effect on immediately, and are kind of going to work to learn with us to refine this platform so that it can be ready for all of you when the time is right for us to launch it. That's really where we're working now.
And there's an interesting point there. Through our conversations, yes, we're very much focusing in Africa. That's where the hair on fire problem is for fundraising. But the actual problem that we're tackling is a global problem. It's happening in the UK. We've spoken to VC firms there.
Yeah.
It's happening globally.
Yeah, what we really realize is that this imbalance that we recognize of 0.8% of VC money flowing into a place that has 3 to 4% GDP, we can actually recognize those imbalances anywhere around the world. And VCs are still looking to deploy their capital in places where there could be growth. So we believe that if we get this right for Africa, it could really be something that enables founders everywhere.
First take and a fire alarm.
Attention, please. Attention, please.